Hi, my name is Cheryl Thornton, and I am the speech language pathologist at Provo Peaks Elementary. I love my job and I love seeing all of you kids in the halls and in your classes. Um, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what I do for my job and what kind of people I work with. And just so you know, May is called Better Speech and Hearing Month, and that just means it's a time to celebrate having good speech and having good hearing and having good language. And so I just wanted to kind of tell you about what speech and language are. Speech is how we say our sounds and words. And this is probably something you hear the most of around school is kids who have a hard time saying certain sounds. And so they might not say their sounds clearly, or they might repeat sounds and syllables and words bunch of times, and that's called stuttering. And some kids, not very many, have a really hoarse voice, a raspy voice that stays that way for a long time. And so those are kids who could get speech therapy. They may or they may not. And then language talks about the words that we use to share our ideas and to get things that we want. A person who has a language difficulty might have issues with understanding the things that they hear, so they don't answer questions the right way, or with talking and putting words together in sentences. They might have the words in the wrong order, or not make sense with them, or they might have a hard time having a conversation with you. Just going back and forth saying, hi, how are you? What did you do yesterday? Those kinds of things. Some people have a hard time with reading and writing, and that can be a language difficulty too. People with language and speech issues can be kids, are the people I work with, or they can be adults. Sometimes people are born with conditions that they have their whole life, or else they might have something happen, like a stroke, which makes it hard for them to talk. So speech and language disorders can be caused by a lot of different things. People are usually just born with it, and usually we don't even know what the matter is, but sometimes it's because of just the way you were born, or you might have a genetic condition, or it may be something you've gotten in an accident and it's hurt your brain. And so that can cause a speech disorder. But I wanted to show you some different ways people communicate. So some people don't use very many words. So they'll use their hands and they'll sign like this means more, and this means eat. So I want to eat. That's a way of communicating. Or you can use a picture thing like this where it says, this is a dinosaur. And maybe I'll take this part off and just say, this is, what is it? Dinosaur. And then have them point to the pictures. Or another way is on the iPad. I'm going to make up a sentence on here and show you. Some people, you might see these around school. So I want, I'm going to go to favorite things. Let's see.
Stars.
So if I hit this again.
I want stars.
I want stars. And so it will talk for you, and you can make up sentences. So you can do it this way, or you can do it just with a piece of paper printed with all those pictures on it to help you communicate. So there are lots of different ways to communicate, and we love to help people do that. For your assignment for speech and language disorders, I'm going to give your teachers a coloring page. I'm going to send it to them, and then they can send it to you. And I would love to see how you colored it. And it's a coloring page to celebrate Better Speech and Hearing Month. If you ever have any questions about your speech and language or somebody else's, please feel free to talk to me. Talk to your teacher or talk to me, and I'd love to answer your questions. And I hope that you all have a wonderful day.